just a little video. I've just gone on YouTube, just having a little look around. I've really looked at these channels for months. I've just not bothered with hardly any, really. I've just been watching a very, very, very select few, that's it.
Well, whoa, got a really bad feeling. Really bad feeling. I didn't even know
there was another protest going to happen in London on Saturday in Parliament Square.
Well, before I tell you about that,
I seen a video of Kay Burley talking to Sadiq Khan.
And they were talking about slavery monuments, if you like. Well, Kay Burley was more than... Anyway, so she mentioned
Buckingham Palace.
She asked Sadiq, was Buckingham Palace responsible as well for their part in the slave trade? And he said, I don't quite know what you mean. He actually looks perturbed. I'm not joking. And she said, well, you know, that was built on the station. So was the Guildhall. And she mentioned another couple of buildings, statues.
Yeah, and he mentioned as well that London and the statues and the street names don't represent London as it is now.
You know, demographically, I suppose he means, so I don't know. So he was talking about street names as well.
Now,
I've also heard that the DFLA are going to go there to protect these monuments.
That's the Democratic Football League Alliance.
For those of you who don't know.
And basically, they're football fans who get together. They've got together and formed a group called the DFLA. And they're apparently going to go there to protect certain monuments.
And then I've seen another
video of a police officer who's on the BBC, and a protester's asking him why isn't he protecting a monument somewhere in London. I think it was in London. And he said, well, that he agrees
that people have got a right to be angry with this statue because of what happened,
I don't know, 100 years ago or something. Yeah, so, sorry, I got a message that he's seen that. So basically, this is really weird because I made a video, whoa, this was, I think it was months ago. When exactly when they started, and I predicted, unfortunately, that I reckoned that when something's going to happen, and they probably could smash Buckingham Palace and rip it apart.
That's what I said.
And I just watched all of this,
and I've just
put a few pieces of the puzzle together. And I think there's going to be a riot
on Saturday.
And statues are going to get torn down, street signs are going to get pulled down, buildings are going to get attacked. And there's going to be a lot of high energy there coming off people. And it's going to be, I really think it's going to be bad. So if you know anybody that thinks about going there, or anybody that knows anybody that knows anybody,
I wouldn't go anywhere near it. I also seen another video
where the police officers that were left
to look after the streets of Whitehall
during the last demonstration didn't even have protective equipment on. No, normally in circumstances like that, I mean, I've seen demonstrations in London, and they're kitted up properly, you know.
And they weren't even properly kitted out. So they sent them in there
like lambs to the slaughter. And I don't know if you've seen the videos of them jumping on the Downing Street fence and
throwing objects over there.
They nearly got in there. But Saturday, because Kay Burley, she's mentioned the Guildhall, she mentioned Buckingham Palace.
She said
shouldn't that get torn down? She said, shouldn't these buildings get torn down?
She didn't actually say Buckingham Palace should get turned down, but she says, shouldn't these buildings, the ones that she mentioned,
And I predict it's going to begin on Saturday. I really do. Because these events are global, especially in America and here, and
it's all coming together.
together on Saturday. But there is talk about it, maybe it's till Friday, somebody said. But I don't know, it's going to be, whenever it is, whether it be Friday, Saturday or Sunday,
I think you're going to see the biggest riots on the streets of London that
I've ever seen, or I'm going to see, or anyone's going to see. On the streets of, Ireland, or everywhere. It's just going to go off all over the country, I think, and
then from then on in,
also,
I was watching a channel.
they've been coming over in boats for the last couple of months, basically. At certain points
Around the border.
in England, and Border Patrol have been escorting them, basically, and just I don't know whether they've tested them or they put them in quarantine for 14 days when they arrive, but
I've seen some coming,
arriving today.
I don't know, about 30. I don't know where they go.
I don't know whether they get tested or quarantined. I'm not sure. I can't say that. But it's been going on for months anyway. And they're obviously of a certain age group and agenda. And I said that to someone else. I said, there's another reason, and it's coming. And it's coming on Saturday.
And honestly, if you
Listen to that Kay Burley clip. It's quite incredible.
really is. I've never
I've heard anything like it in my life.
But when she mentioned Buckingham Palace and all these other buildings,
And street signs and statues and monuments.
and then I hear the policemen justifying the protesters' actions and saying, it's completely justified. You can only put the pieces together.
I won't go anywhere near it. And I suggest everyone stay on lockdown because the incubation period is also 14 days. This is what was said at the very beginning.
It's been said at the World Health Organization.
It's been said by everybody. The incubation period is for whether you think it is or not.
It is 14 days. That's about the time. Saturday is 14 days since
They've been demonstrating.
it's coming up. And that's when the second spike and all the rest of it. You know the rest of it. So I'm going to leave you with that. And just, you might not want
To watch the news on Saturday, but you might want to turn on Sky News because you're going to see history being destroyed and made.
and never be the same again.